FIFA promised a faster, cleaner, more technologically advanced World Cup. Then the official update arrived. And suddenly the biggest question around 2026 was not only who lifts the trophy, but who actually controls the decisions. The referee on the pitch, the video room, or the machine listening through the ball. This is the uncomfortable part of modern football. Every new layer of technology is sold with the same promise. More accuracy, less controversy, less waiting, less anger. But every time football adds another screen, another sensor, another automated alert, the game also adds another place for confusion to hide. And at the 2026 World Cup, FIFA is not just using VAR. FIFA is taking the next step. Advanced, semi-automated offside technology, improved referee body cameras, and a wider innovation package designed to make decisions faster and more consistent. FIFA says advanced semi-automated offside technology will be used at a FIFA World Cup for the first time in 2026, alongside other broadcast and analysis innovations. On paper, it sounds like progress. In practice, it could become the biggest VAR pressure test football has ever seen. The inciting event is not a single red card, not one disallowed goal, not one furious manager in a tunnel. It is FIFA's own official technology update. In June 2026, FIFA outlined how this World Cup would use advanced semi-automated offside technology to support faster offside decisions. The system uses skeletal tracking, ball tracking, pitch calibration data, 3D player scans, and, where available, sensor data from inside the ball to help identify the kick point in tight situations. FIFA's own explanation makes one thing clear. This is not fully automated refereeing. The technology supports the final human decision, and that is where the controversy begins. Because fans hear the word automated and expect certainty. They expect the football version of a receipt. Was he offside? Yes or no. Was the line correct? Yes or no. Did the ball leave the foot at that exact frame? Yes or no. But football does not always live in yes or no. Football lives in bodies leaning, defenders stepping, attackers bending runs, goalkeepers screened, players interfering without touching the ball, and officials deciding whether something is factual or still needs interpretation. FIFA's first institutional response is built around reassurance. The message is simple. This technology is here to help. It is designed to make offside decisions faster, more reproducible, and more accurate. The advanced system can send automated audio alerts to on-field officials for clear offside situations, while VARs still validate the kick point and the offside line before the referee is informed in standard SAOT use. That sounds calm. That sounds controlled. That sounds like the future. But football supporters have followed this sport long enough to know the difference between a technical explanation and emotional trust. And that is the real issue here. Emotional trust. Not whether the system can draw a line. Not whether the ball sensor can help identify contact. Not whether a 3D scan looks impressive on a broadcast screen. The question is whether fans believe the process when the goal has already been celebrated, the stadium has already exploded, and everyone is standing there waiting for an invisible room to decide what the moment meant. The contrast is sharp. FIFA frames the technology as an upgrade. Many fans experience it as a delay in emotion. FIFA says it supports referees. Critics worry it creates a black box. FIFA says the final decision remains human. But the more advanced the system becomes, the harder it is for ordinary viewers to understand where the human decision begins and where the machine's suggestion ends. IFAB's laws still make the referee's authority central. Law 5 says the referee controls the match. Technology can assist with VAR, ball in, out of play, goal line technology, and offside, including semi-automated offside technology, but the referee's decisions on facts connected with play are final. IFAB also says VAR and assistant VARs assist the referee under the laws and VAR protocol, while the final decision remains with the referee. So think about what this actually means. FIFA is building the most technologically advanced World Cup officiating environment ever. But the rulebook still depends on one old sentence. The referee decides. That sentence is both the protection and the problem. It protects football from becoming a completely automated sport. It keeps responsibility with an accountable match official. It means a human being still interprets the game, but it also creates the space where controversy survives. When the technology says one thing, the referee validates another thing, and the broadcast shows a simplified animation 20 seconds later. Who is the audience supposed to hold accountable? This is not an isolated problem. It is part of a wider pattern across modern football. VAR was introduced to correct clear and obvious errors, not to turn every major moment into a courtroom scene. But across leagues and tournaments, fans have seen the same cycle again and again. A decision is checked, the weight grows, commentators speculate, players surround the referee, a line appears, a gesture is made, and half the audience still feels unconvinced. The system may be more accurate than the naked eye, but accuracy without transparency does not always feel like justice. That phrase matters. Accuracy without transparency, because that is the danger for FIFA in 2026. The technology may work. The offside alert may be fast. The data may be sophisticated. But if the stadium experience feels like silence, confusion, and delayed celebration, FIFA will still face backlash. Supporters do not only want the right answer, they want to understand how the answer arrived. Historically, football has always adopted technology after moments of embarrassment. Goal line technology became impossible to ignore after high-profile mistakes, especially the famous Frank Lampard non-goal for England against Germany in 2010. VAR itself arrived on the World Cup stage in 2018 as a symbol of a new era. Semi-automated offside technology then became a major talking point at the 2022 World Cup, where ultra-tight calls showed both the power and the discomfort of machine-assisted decisions. Each step followed the same logic. Never again should the world watch an obvious error decide a match. But the problem has changed. The old controversy was, how did the referee miss that? The new controversy is, how did the system decide that? That is a much harder question. A missed call can be argued with the human eye. A system decision requires trust in cameras, calibration, frame selection, ball sensors, software, communication protocols, and the officials validating it all under pressure. This is no longer just refereeing. This is governance. This is communication. This is institutional credibility. And the stakes for 2026 are massive. This is the expanded World Cup, spread across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. More teams, more matches, more audiences, more broadcasters, more casual viewers, more fans who may not follow week-to-week VAR debates in Europe but will absolutely understand when a goal is taken away and nobody in the stadium can explain why. FIFA's innovation package is not happening in a quiet laboratory. It is happening on the biggest sporting stage in the world. If it works, FIFA gets a cleaner, faster tournament, and can claim that football has finally found the balance between technology and flow. If it fails, even once, the backlash will not be small. One confusing offside decision in a knockout match. One delayed celebration in a packed stadium. One moment where the animation does not answer the emotional question in the room. That is all it takes for the story to become bigger than the system. And this is why the 2026 VAR problem is not really about whether technology belongs in football. That debate is over. The technology is here. The real debate is whether FIFA can make the technology feel accountable. Can fans hear the explanation quickly enough? Can broadcasters show the right evidence clearly enough? Can referees communicate without sounding like they are hiding behind a machine? Can FIFA admit that faster does not automatically mean more trusted? Because football is not only a game of laws, it is a game of moments. A striker starts a run. A defender raises an arm. The pass is played. The net moves. For 2 seconds, the entire stadium becomes one sound. Then the hand goes to the ear. The assistant waits. The players freeze. And the emotion hangs in the air like it has been put on pause. That is the image FIFA must fear most in 2026. Not the technology itself. Not even the offside line. But the sight of thousands of people staring at a screen, waiting to be told whether they were allowed to feel what they just felt. So here is the question for you. Is advanced VAR saving football from human error? Or is it turning the most emotional sport in the world into a technical review process? Do you trust the system more because it is faster, or do you trust it less because it is harder to understand? And at what point does accuracy without transparency become its own kind of controversy? Drop your take in the comments, because this debate is only going to get louder as the World Cup continues. If you want more deep football breakdowns that go beyond the headline and into the power, politics, and pressure behind the game, hit like, subscribe, and stay with us for the next one.